Listen to me. You have been through hell and back. Everything you've done for individuals that you cared about and you showed how much that you cared about them, they took advantage of your kindness. They took advantage of you. And then at the same time, when you had a little pushback and you had a little hesitation and you said you didn't know if you were able to help or not, they themselves got an attitude. They started talking about you like you was a stranger on the street, like you ain't never done nothing for them in their life. How quickly they forget. But when the roles reverse and the same assistance and the same help that you're asking for, they're not able to do it. They're not able to answer their phones. They're not able to answer text messages. They come up with all kinds of excuses. Your back has been against the wall, and you've been trying to figure out how you're going to make things work, how you're going to pay bills, how you're going to feed your children, how you're going to keep your car, how you're going to keep your house, how you're going to keep your apartment. And nobody knows the stress and the strain that you deal with. But at the same time, because you're happy, because you're joyful, they think you got it all together. They think that all the pieces of your puzzles of your life fit perfectly, not knowing that things are just disheveled and things are out of place, and you're crying and you're stressed and you're upset and you're going through hell. You may be in a relationship where you thought it was going to be till death do you part. That person promised to love you and cherish you until death. And they used you, they cheated on you, they lied to you, they abused you physically and verbally. You done been through hell, and nobody have any idea. They don't know the storms and the struggles and the stresses and the strain that you have dealt with, but you wear it well. Sometimes you told God, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough. The more I pray, the further I get back into a hole, and the further I feel like you're not listening. Yep, been there too. It's a lot. It's a heavy weight on your shoulder, on your back, and on your head. And nobody has any idea of what you're dealing with. They don't have no idea of the hell that you're going through. Your kids are not listening. Your job is not doing what it needs to do or being what it needs to be. The people that you thought was your friends and your family, they're not even doing and being what you need them to be neither. So you say to yourself, well, I'll just stay to myself. I can't win for losing. Every time I turn left, there's a problem. I turn right, there's a problem. I step frontwards, there's a problem. I look back, and there's a problem. My money not making it where it needs to make it. I'm not spending like I used to. It seems like the less I spend, the more strapped and strained I am. Been there to understand. But let me tell you, listen to me clearly. The Bible says no weapon formed shall prosper. I don't care what people say, what they do, how they treat you, how they feel. God says no weapon formed shall prosper. They may rise up, but they won't prosper. They have no place in your life. They have no reach to touch you. Understand that. And you may be going through hell. But let me tell you something. I've learned in my 64 years of life, you got to go through to get to. See, we don't understand the value of food until you've been hungry. We don't understand the value of a car until it's been repossessed. You don't understand the value of an apartment or a house until you've been evicted or foreclosed. And you don't understand the value of the activities of your limbs until you don't have them and you can't use them anymore. So think about it. When God is working on you and he's building you, he's growing you, he's maturing you, and he's giving you wisdom, he got to take you through some things to get you where you need to be so he can open up your understanding. He can open up your eyes. He can open up your ears, and you can get some good discernment. You won't walk around blindly. You won't walk around with death in your ears. You can see and you can hear clearly. So take the life that you're going through that feels like hell, feel like it's a never-ending thing and you're never going to get out of it, and ask God to give you the strength, the courage, and the power to go through while you're walking through the storm. But as I said many times before, yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Just know God is walking through the valley with you. It may feel like you died. It may even feel like you're not going to make it. But you're not going to sit in it. You're not going to lay in it. You're not going to sink in it. And you're not going to lose life in it because God is with you. He's walking this journey with you. And if anybody is the best person to walk with you through every storm and struggle of your life, that would be God. So pray for yourself, pray for others, pray for strength, pray for power, pray for understanding, pray for discernment, and God will take care of you. Believe that. But remember, no weapon formed. God is still the controller of everything. He allows things. He has the devil on a leash, even though his job is to steal, kill, and destroy. He cannot do no more than what God allowed him to. So think about that. I know you're going through hell, but when you come out on the other side, you're going to be better for it. Hear me when I say.